Joe here. Sprayed my nose to help clear this. My left, your right nostril. It's all clogged right now. A long day. Long time. I'm glad I have some time left of the day to tell a story. I don't know what yet. So I had to help my uncle and his sisters and their family move furniture from one relative's house to another relative's house. It was quite a morning. Especially quite a party last night. And then, like, the couch attacked my arm, and I bled. Field trip. It's my arm. Down. Look at that. It's couch burn right there. I bled a little on my wrist. Nothing traumatic, obviously. But, it hurt. I had to rub some snow on it. It's kind of entertaining. I had a blast. The family was really cool. It was a lot of work. A lot of work. Bar backing last night, and then furniture moving, 6 hours after I was bar backing, and then I came home quick to shower, because my cousin's 14th birthday party was tonight. Tons of fun, by the way. Played past the popcorn. Lethal. You bleed, and you fight people, and, blood ties are severed and death threats are made. It's a violent game. It's beautiful. It's a movie game. So, let us see what today's story shall be. Did not dig far in that line. Titanic. Okay. This is an interesting Titanic story. A lot of you who've been following me for years, or friends with me for years, know of my deep fascination with the RMS Titanic. Also with my constant research and realization of, reincarnation from being a victim upon said vessel. Horrible dreams, horrible images I've seen. It's interesting to backtrack, but I was just talking about the Titanic today, actually, with my uncle and his brother-in-law. We were moving. We were in the moving truck, so we were going out to Manorville, and we went from Farmingdale to Westbury to Manorville. Actually, we were all over the island today, and because we were talking about on the History Channel, they used to do a thing that's like Hollywood versus history, and we were talking about 300 and how the Spartans, like Leonidas and versus the Persians, stuff like that. Like, what was actually real, what was actually fake. But I was talking about how Mythbusters did a bit on the Titanic and how they proved James Cameron wrong on some aspects, and James Cameron was, like, so pitted because... pitted is a Long Island term, I guess, or a surfer term, or a Brahis term, if you will. Pitted. Like, beyond pissed. Like, yo, I'm pitted right now. Like, I'm ready to, like, start beating people with sticks. Violently. Blood. Pitted. So anyway, James Cameron was pitted because, like, he did so much research in the 90s to, like, factor in, like, the time that it would take to, like, when the ship sank to when people would start to experience the true hypothermia to when their body would literally just freeze. So it's sad. It's sad. It's just sad. But, so on Mythbusters, they were saying, Jack and Rose could fit on the door together if they both took off their life jackets and put it under the door so that way it would help raise it and keep it afloat. But also, like, they said that his timing was correct within, like, the hour and a half-ish, I want to say ish, like, that it would take before someone could die from hypothermia. It's just cool, I love Titanic fiction. I have a lot of fictitious Titanic books in my bookshelf corner. And there's one called Deck Z. It's a zombie outbreak on the Titanic. It's really cool, like, and it all makes sense within, like, the aspects of where people were and time frames and things. It was cool. I mean, there's one series, the Titanic series. I don't remember who wrote it. Corman? Korman? Corman? It's 3 books. It's from Scholastic. his subplot was that Jack the Ripper was escaping England because he hasn't killed in a while because of an injury. So he's trying to like train his body to like get really strong again and like start killing people in America. But the ship goes down and the kids who are involved like help make sure that he doesn't ever make it to America. Really cool, right? Like as a subplot, Jack the Ripper is trying to escape. I don't know, Titanic is just so fascinating because so many people like can have ties to it, and it's just so traumatic, and it changed the course of so many different businesses, primarily the cruise ship industry. Also showed, you know, it was a big aspect for New York. The Strausses, actually, Mr. and Mrs. Strauss, Mr. Strauss, creator of Macy's, the department store. Is a thing. Like when the Titanic sank, it was the unsinkable ship. Like how could it possibly sink? And the most important people of the world at that time, in the early 1900s, you know, the wealthiest of the wealthy, the biggest socialites, the businessmen, the people who ran the world were on this ship, and most of them didn't make it. What was it? 2,200-ish souls were aboard the ship. 700-ish survived. So what? That's 1,300 dead. 1,400, 1,500, 1,600, 1,800, 1,900, 2,000. No, 15. 16, yeah, 1,600. It's late. I can't do math. My fingers are full. Anyway, Titanic. Interesting. Read up on it. Learn a lot of facts. It's in Ireland. Strong. It's like on St. Paddy's Day. Everyone's Irish for the day. We learned that from Boondock Saints. And on that note, nomine Pace et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. I'm not religious, but I do know that much of Latin in the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit because of the Boondock Saints. Sean Patrick Flannery. And yeah, Roman Reedus. Amazing. I'm rambling. Good night. Yeah. On that note, Stan Arbrahes.